So in so many words, they're not gonna show us Drew flipping her hair in Sonya's face. Like they just gonna pretend like they just had that in the reunion trailer and not show it on the actual reunion. They're just gonna pretend, right? We're gonna pretend like Drew did not flip her hair up in Sonya's face and they didn't show it on the reunion. Like, what's up with that? What's up with that? Girl, let's get into this damn review, child. What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? What is good? What is good? What is good? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 14 Reunion Part 3, which this shouldn't have been no damn Part 3 because this reunion was boring as fuck, okay? But you know, I got a lot to say, probably got a lot to say. It's really not going to be no review. It's just been a roast because that's what every fucking review recap that reunion recap I've had has been a damn roast. That's all it's been. However, we're about to go ahead and get into it. But before we do so, let's let you guys know what we got coming up, okay? Now, on Tuesday night, tune in for the Whether You Like It or Not reality TV panel, season 3, as we discuss Bell Collective as well as this show right here, which is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This week, we will be over on Really Be TV's channel. She should have the link ready and available at least by tomorrow, okay? So be on the lookout for that. We will be discussing Bell Collective as well as the Housewives of Atlanta reunion. And after the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, all that we will be discussing for the remainder of season 3 is Bell Collective. And once Potomac starts, we're going to be in there, okay? We're going to be up in there. So get ready for that, okay? Now, on Wednesday, it's roasted review time, and we should be over on Josiah's World TV's channel. Okay, we will be over there, roasted and reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, now there has been some talks about Miss Wanda coming on the show, so be on the lookout for that. We're trying to have her come on the show when the fight goes down, so she can give her side of the story, child. So we're gonna get up into that. So be on the lookout for that on Wednesday night, and also on Thursday. Tune in to the prelude for myself and Jamar as we interview Bill Collective cast member So Gucci. She will be in the building on Thursday night at 8/7 Central. That is 8/7 Central. So be on the lookout for Miss Gucci, one of the hometown team, one of the home team people of this show. She's from my hometown, right alongside Latrice. So be on the lookout for Miss So Gucci. She will be in the building September the 29th at 8/7 Central. So be on the lookout for that. All right, so without any further ado, let's get into the review, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're about to start this thing off with Sheree versus Drew. Once again, they're still going back and forth about this Anthony character, about how Anthony telling all their business, about Anthony talking about both of them, about Anthony telling lies about the both of them, right? What's so crazy about both Sheree and Drew is that they're willing to believe the shit that Anthony is saying about the other person, but not realizing that he's talking about both of them, and not realizing that he's shitting on both of them, and not realizing that he lying on the both of them. He trying to get a spot. That's what he doing. He trying to get a spot. So my thing about it is, y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see what's really going on. Like, y'all don't see what the tea really is. Like, he really using y'all to get on. That's what he doing. And he talking about both of y'all. Then, he said that Sheree was broke and she don't pay folks. We know that to be true. But then, Sheree was like, well, I heard about you not paying your shelf bills. Like, somebody emailed Marlo and said, well, DM Marlo and said that you don't be paying your shelf bills. So you sitting up here talking about me. And then Drew said, well, that was a lie because that's not somebody that even works for me. So that's a whole lie. But you willing to believe what Anthony is saying about me, but you mad at me about what Anthony said about you. To be honest, Drew, both of y'all doing the same shit. Anthony told you some shit about Sheree and you was willing and waited and ready to throw it out there so you can embarrass the fuck out of her. That's the truth. You was ready to embarrass the fuck out of Sheree, which I don't give a fuck about, but that's, if me being unbiased, that's what it was. You heard something about her and you already know she got a habit of not paying folks and got the damn reputation of not paying folks. So therefore, you was ready to let that shit loose from the very beginning, right? You was ready to let it loose. But then he turned around and said that your husband gay, and he goes around talking about you like a dog too. And Sheree she's starting to believe it and she wants to repeat it. So what y'all both are doing is repeating shit that a non-trustworthy ass queen is telling y'all, and the shit not even true. And y'all mad at each other about some shit that this nigga said. So y'all might want to check y'all own selves and not each other, because both of y'all listening to a fraud. Period. This ain't the first show he came on and did some shit like that too. He did the same shit with Basketball Wives when he sat up there and told a lie and said that Jackie said that Malaysia's children was dirty. And he went to every cast member, DMing them, telling them all types of bullshit. That's what happened. So I'm going to need for you, for both of y'all, to really sit down and think about what y'all doing. Because y'all doing what y'all accusing the other of doing to each other. Drew said, well, you willing to believe what he's saying about me, but he's sitting up here talking about you. But yet, you willing to believe what he's saying about Sheree too. So both of y'all willing to believe the negative that he is saying about both of y'all. So then when it came down to Sheree, that she was like, somebody had asked a question saying, how can you say that Candy should not get mad at nobody for saying that she's like a hoe or something like that because she's heard it before, but yet you get mad when somebody says something about you not paying people when that is something that you have heard before. And she was like, I'm not mad. I just think we need new content. So don't you think that's what Candy feels when y'all be calling her hoes and stuff? Don't y'all think that y'all need something new? Because when it come down to her, every time we turn around, it's she a hoe. She fucked this person. She fucked that person. Or she's a sugar mama. She take care of Todd. All y'all repeat the same shit about the other person over and over again, but you want to sit up here and say we need new content. We heard this all before. Y'all say I don't pay people. Y'all been saying the same stuff for years. Y'all been saying that same shit about Candy for motherfucking years, but you want to tell her that she ain't got no right to be offended. Sheree, you a hypocrite and you need to shut the fuck up. Because how you gonna sit up here and say, well, I just feel like we need new content. I just feel like we need new content. You feel like they need new content, but you don't feel like no new content is needed when y'all be calling Candy a hoe and a sugar mama. I don't get it. But I'm not going to lie to you. It was so funny when Drew said that she's an investor and she buys Sheree because Sheree don't want to pay her back for that party. I'm so tickled. And then Sheree said, I'm just not the type of person to try to buy friends. I don't need to buy friends. You don't want to buy no friends because you ain't got the money to buy the friends. You can't afford to buy no friends. You got to pay your bills. And you barely can afford to do that. So that's why you not buying no damn friends. Girl, sit down. And then they started talking about Fatum doing background checks on them, which it was ridiculous because Fatum don't know Drew. So why the fuck is she doing background checks on her? And then Sheree want to say, you just don't want to confront Fatum. No, it's not that she don't want to confront Fatum. She don't want to give Fatum no damn platform, as she should not give that sweaty looking motherfucker no damn platform. See, that's my thing with Sheree. She is so quick to take up with these whack ass friends of hers and know that they doing some fraud ass fuck shit, but then she be going up for the shit, talking about you just don't want to confront Fatum. No, she don't want to give Fatum no damn platform. Who would want to give her ass a damn platform? Not I. Not I. I won't want to give her ass shit either. Fuck Fatum, okay? And fuck Sheree. But Sheree down for that low down dirty shit. And of course, she defended Fatum and all this other stuff like she always do, defending folks that don't mean a goddamn thing. Sheree is just fake and phony as fuck. I don't know why they keep bringing her back, and she would do anything she possibly can to keep a peach on this damn show because she don't want to get fired the third time. She done got fired twice. She can't. Third time is a goddamn trauma. She get fired again, they're probably gonna bring her ass back. And she keep on talking about how she the OG of this and all this other stuff. And that reminds me of a comment that somebody made up under my video the other day because they was talking about Candy always asking about somebody else's money, which she need to shut the fuck up about asking about other folks' business, because at the end of the day, Sheree was right. She did start this platform. She built this platform. Sheree started this platform and ain't went nowhere, whereas Candy came after her and she has eclipsed Sheree on all fronts. So who gives a fuck if you started the platform? She started the platform and ain't did a damn thing with it. A defunct clothing line that sells the same shit as Amazon and AliExpress and Shein. But I built the platform. I built the platform. You better respect me because my lowering ass built the platform. I was one of the, if it wasn't for Nene, you wouldn't even be on the show. Let's be clear. And you know I don't like Nene, but let's be clear. She fucking recommended you to the producers. They didn't even want you. They thought you were boring. And you are. And that's just that on that. So let's move on. So the guys come out, the three husbands come out, they all look fabulous. They all look flawless to me. And then, it's revealed that the guys are close. They've really gotten close since, the show has stopped filming and stuff like that. They hang out a lot. They hang out in New York. They was hanging out in New York for the reunion. They just been hanging out. And I love the fact that the husbands are back involved again. But for a long time, didn't nobody have no husband on the show but Candy. So there were no husbands to get involved with. But however, it's good to see that all those guys have this camaraderie, the way they used to have, because Greg, Todd, Apollo, they was all and Peter, they were all friends and they were all cool and hanging out with one another. So it's good to see that again, and we see that Todd is the longest running, husband on this show. So shout out to Todd. So Ross was talking about his different ways of parenting and how, he responded to the criticisms about the way he was parenting. And then he finally had a conversation with his mother, and he found, he sees everything from Sonya's standpoint. He really wasn't trying to see it from her standpoint at first because he thought that he was doing a good job. But Sonya, Sonya's standpoint was different, and he saw it from her end. So, he was willing to listen, and now he's listening, and he's getting it. So shout out to Ross for seeing it in a different way. Then his thoughts on Kenya about calling him aggressive. He thought it was unfortunate because all he wanted to do was defend his wife. He was never trying to do nothing to the women. And Kenya said, I know you, Ross, and I know that you did not want to do anything to us or nothing like that. I will just say that I wish that I had somebody to stand up for me the same way you stood up for Sonya. I know you would have never done nothing to us. It's just how I felt at that moment, and I apologize. He accepted her apology. Sonya enjoyed the panties. She enjoyed the vibrating panties up until she thought that Ralph was the one that was controlling the panties, okay? So then Marlo, they started talking about how Marlo was talking about Todd was out in the streets cheating on Candy and that the streets be talking and shit like that. And so she turns around and she apologizes to Todd. It's like Marlo was on a whole apology to her because she sees how she wasn't received well as a peach holder. That's the only reason why she fucking apologizing. Like, she need to get the fuck on up out of here. She needs to get out of here for real because she's really working my nerves with these fake ass apologies, because that's what she's doing. She's working my nerves because she knows that she wasn't received well and she wants that peach next season. That's why she's doing all this fucking apology, and she needs to stop. Then Sheree said that they asked Sheree, did you really hear anything about Todd? And she was like, to be honest, I've never heard anything about Todd. I was just piggybacking off of what Marlo said. But personally, I've never heard nothing about Todd. Exactly. So why the fuck did you repeat it? But yet you the same one who said that they need new content and stop talking about you not paying folks though. But you quick to repeat what the fuck Marlo said because because if Mama Joyce never said anything about Todd or saying that the streets be talking about Todd or anything like that, my thing about it is nobody would never have said nothing if Mama Joyce never would have perpetuated that. But because she said it, now everybody want to keep repeating it. But we talking about motherfuckers need new content. Sure, I get the fuck out of here, girl. Like, fuck out of here. People were talking about Todd's way of parenting, and Todd was like, listen, I'm from the Bronx, you know what I mean? I'm from the Bronx, and that struggle is the reason why I'm here today. I just want, in that struggle that Kayla going through, she will realize that this is what happens when you get it from the dirt. And now she's doing well. She got her own place. She works in production now. So I would say that this helped her out. I'm 50-50 on the way Todd parents. On one hand, it's like, you don't want to just give shit to your kids just because you got it to give. You do want them to earn it. You do want to show them that nothing in this life is just given to you just because of who your parents is. Just because your mama candy birds, it don't mean everybody gonna just give you something. You got to work hard to get it. So, and that's the way he was brought up. Like, you got to work to do this. You got to work to do that. You got to do this. You got to do that. Sometimes you got to struggle, but in the midst of that struggle, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get what you need to get at the end of the tunnel. I get that because my brother is someone that I've taken care of for all of his life. Even though my mother was married to his dad lived in the house with us. His dad is my ex-stepfather now. And he didn't do much for my brother. So when I started working and stuff, I took over the load of doing for my brother. I would get him the things that he needed, the things that he wanted as well. And a lot of the times it was more so of what he wanted than what he needed, because anytime my brother asked for something, I gave it to him with open arms. But now today was his first day of work. He had a job before, but that was back when he was 17. He's now 22. He hasn't worked since he was 17 because he was in school. So now he just started working today, and that's why I'm late with the video, because I was picking him up from work as the show started. And he's is the fact of him getting his own. So I get where Todd is coming from. You want them to earn what they get instead of giving it to them, because they're gonna feel like they can be rewarded for just any little thing. And that's not the look that you want to give. But on another hand, I understand where Candy coming from, because she wants her kid to have the things that she didn't have. And because, she got the money to give to Riley and have Riley live a specific lifestyle that she may want, she gives it to her. But at the same time, I wouldn't say that Riley doesn't earn it, because Riley is smart. She does great in school. She's in college. Like, it's not like she doesn't earn it or deserve anything that Candy gives. So I definitely understand that. They talk about the status of the Jersey condo. And at this point, the condo is now remodeled and ready to go. Okay, so that's what we got from that. Candy starts talking about the piano lesson. And Candy is working on an EGOT. She got the Grammy, so now she wants the Emmy, the Tony, and the Oscar. And I think their dreams are real, and that no matter what we may think at that particular moment, something could really happen that people never thought you could do. You can achieve something that people thought you never could do. And I'm gonna bring this back to me really quick, because you guys know that when I do these reviews, sometimes I do, insert myself in them in some kind of way when I relate. It's funny that Candy was talking about doing an EGOT, getting an EGOT or whatever. And, there were people on Twitter, pretty much downing her because, she's Candy Burrs, people trying to down her. But anything can happen if you work really hard at doing it. My Candy interview, I felt as though Jamar and I earned that interview because we've been working our asses off. 2 years ago, I never would have thought that I would have had that opportunity to sit down with Candy just for the small time that we did have and interview her. Never in a million years. And I always would say that Candy Burrs was one of my dream interviews, because love Candy, my favorite housewife. She's a part of my favorite girl group, Escape. So I was like, that would be amazing if I ever interviewed her. Never would have thought that that would actually happen. Never would have thought. But I will take a little bit of credit and say that for the last 2 years, I've taken my brand seriously. I've worked my ass off. I've given my supporters a lot of consistency. I've shown a lot of growth. I've shown that I really, really want this, and I'm trying to do bigger things. And I was rewarded with that interview because I really, really tried, and I'm really trying to go somewhere with this. So it's like, if you put in the work and if you pray enough and if you believe in yourself a lot, then you can really do that. And I think that Candy does have the ratio to do that. She got a Grammy. She's, doing this, this Broadway stuff. She could easily get a Tony for that. If she really works hard and continues to do what she's doing, she could definitely get it. And that's just on period. I really believe that. I really do believe that. I believe in people that believe in themselves. And I'm a living testimony that people can count you out a lot, because let me tell you, people counted me the fuck out plenty of times. They counted me out, told me I need to leave YouTube alone. Ain't nobody checking for me. With over the last 2 years, that statement is out the window. So anybody can grow and do what they got to do. So I'm rooting for Candy, of course. Not just because she gave me the interview, and not because she sent me anything from Candy in the game. Y'all already know that I've been supporting Candy from the very beginning. So y'all know this already. So never that over here. Okay, that whole if Candy dies first thing, that was a weird ass conversation. It's already weird enough that I was talking to the folks at the life insurance place and stuff like that, and I didn't want to talk to them because I'm like, I don't want to talk to them folks about all this money my brother gonna get when I die. Like, I don't want to talk to them damn people about that, because I'm like, shit, I want to talk about that. But sometimes you got to do that shit, you know what I mean? So, but I didn't understand. But Candy girl, let that man get married again. You gonna be gone. Let him get married. So Ralph, they asked him, did he fire his assistant? And he said that he did. And then that massage text, Ross thought that it was laughable, and he still thinks that it's laughable. Todd don't want to say shit. He don't want to. He said, I'm on whatever Drew is on. I don't want to be a part of that. So did somebody was like, why is everybody coming up? No, wait. Standing up for Kenya like Kenya did Drew. Yeah, does Kenya want somebody to stand up for her the same way she stood up for Drew when Ralph was disrespecting her? She said it's 50-50. You know, sometimes it's like a tit for, not really a tit for tat, but it's like a should I get involved? Should I not? This my friend. He's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really don't know if you really need to get involved in no shit like that. But sometimes we do get involved because they're my homegirls, they're my homeboys. You know, we want to have a back. So it's just that simple. It's just that simple. So I get where she coming from with that. So everybody was like, why was everybody living for Kenya? It was okay for Kenya to say what she was saying, but it wasn't okay for Marlo to talk about the shit with Todd or whatnot. And then it's like, because Marlo is full of shit and she's stupid as fuck, and it's comparing apples to oranges. It's not the same thing. And then Sheree, Drew didn't feel like Candy and Kenya had her back. She felt like, she did not had her back, but she felt like they wasn't supporting her, and she felt like there was a lot of shade being thrown. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was some shade being thrown about her business. It was there some questionable things that should be in question? Of course, but I definitely think that there was a little bit of shade thrown, and I definitely understand why she would feel away. Because honestly, I probably would have felt the way too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would have felt the way too if I would have seen people that I fuck with, doing what they doing. You know what I mean? Period. So, um, Sheree apologizes to Drew. Fuck Sheree and her apology. Then Ralph and Sheree gets into it, and then he was like, "You sat up there and you perpetuated their rumor about me being gay, and you know that I'm not gay." She said, "I don't know if you gay or not. I mean, I don't believe that you're gay, but I don't know for a fact that you're not gay." Why does Sheree always use sexuality as a weapon against another man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that man not gay. So why the fuck is you doing that? Oh, I don't know if you're not gay. I don't know. I don't believe you are, but I don't know for a fact that you're not gay. That's you still trying to perpetuate the bullshit. Like, stop. Sheree is so stupid and full of shit that I really can't deal. And that's why I'm so glad that this fucking show is over now, because I don't have to spend my time talking about this stupid ass woman another second. I can't with her. I can't with, I can't. I fucking can't. Okay? I cannot with Sheree. That's one low down dirty dog. I cannot stand Sheree, period. And then, the gaslighting, Ralph said that he saw himself in another lens on the show with the gaslighting. The book, the adoption, whatever. So does Candy do for her community? Marlo says, of course Candy does for her community. I was just saying stuff out of my mouth because I was mad and upset, but I know that Candy does for her community. Was it at that time that you was upset when you said it on the show? But what about when you said it on Carlos's podcast? What about that? You full of shit, Marlo. Shut the fuck up. Then they started talking about, Sheree was like, well, I just feel like when it came down to it, Candy should have told me what Drew was saying and all of that stuff, because there's never been a time where somebody sat in front of me and said something about Candy and I never came back and told her. And I'm so glad that Candy remembered about that Kim shit. Because Sheree, you don't tell everybody shit either. Let's keep it 100. You carry whatever bone you want to carry. You don't tell everybody shit. So why the fuck do you think that you're owed anything? Don't nobody owe your stuttering ass shit. I'm glad Candy brought that shit up, because it's like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? You really gonna sit up here and act like you are deserving of this shit? You're not deserving of a damn thing. Let's be clear. You're not. So stop acting like you are. You're not deserving of a motherfucking thing, okay? Period. You're not. Stop sitting up here acting like you are. You sat up there and you let Kim perpetuate that lie about Candy wanting to lick her box, and you didn't tell Candy a goddamn thing. And you said at that fucking reunion, I'm loyal to who is loyal to me. And then that's when Sheree said, we get it. We know that you're only loyal to Kim. Even Portia said she's not loyal to you. She's just loyal to Kim. Like, girl, you not loyal to nobody. You don't tell nobody nothing. So what you talking about? And here's the magic question. Is Todd below Candy's tax bracket? I'm just going to say this. I am so tired of this whole narrative that Todd is broke and that she just found this man off the fucking street. Granted, he did not make as much money as Candy did, being that she got her hands in different pots financially, but the man was not no broke bum that she picked up off the street. She met this man while she was working on the show because he was working for production at Bravo. So apparently he had his own money. Apparently, he was getting paid quite a bit. He was a producer. He had production jobs. Why are y'all acting like this man don't do for himself or did not do for himself before he came into Candy's life? How else do you think Candy got into producing? Todd was the one with the damn experience with television producing. Candy was not. Todd was. So stop trying to play on this man top like he's a broke ass bum who did not have nothing to show for nothing when he came into this relationship with Candy. I'm gonna need for all of y'all to stop that shit for real though. He's not below her tax bracket. Y'all below her tax bracket, but he's not. He wasn't making as much as she was when he met her. No, because Candy had a store. Candy got songs. Candy got this, Candy got that. But he worked in production. That's not something to scoff at. He worked in production, so he had money. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Y'all love trying to play on this man top like he ain't got shit, and he do. He do. And he had it before he had Candy. Has the brand of his elevated since he been with Candy? Absolutely. But has Candy's brand also elevated since she got with Todd? Absolutely. They're making money together. They're making boss moves together. They're doing things together. They're making power moves as a force. So let's not act like one did something and the other one didn't do nothing. Candy had a brand before she met Todd, true. Todd had something going on before Candy, true. But yes, did Todd's brand elevate when he got with Candy? Absolutely, like I said. Did Candy's brand elevate when her and Todd came together? Yes, because now they got restaurant business. They got different shit. So let's not act like Todd don't bring shit to the table. I'm tired of y'all playing on Todd's top. I'm tired of that. Like, y'all got to stop. We're gonna move on to Marlo'S Lies about Todd. Of course, she talking about Todd called her a country bumpkin and he said he never called her that. Then he exposed how thirsty she was on season 4. She paid to get on the trip. She paid for her own plane ticket in her own hotel, and Andy confirmed it. Ain't that something? Thirsty. Then this whole notion about whether or not Candy is worldwide. Marlo gonna say yes, Candy is worldwide, but I feel like when it comes down to it, there's certain doors that I can get into that she can't get into. And her and these fake ass Marlo fans really was eating up their shit that Marlo said. Marlo ain't seeing Candy on nothing. They talking about when it comes down to fashion, Candy can't get in the building. Can Marlo? She's not no fashion icon. Stop doing that. Don't nobody know Marlo. Stop it. I get that y'all don't like Candy and y'all only standing for Marlo because Portia and Nene not here. I get it. I understand. But y'all need to stop it with the lies. Marlo ain't seeing Candy, and don't nobody know Marlo like that. Not worldwide anyway. Get the fuck out of here. She's nobody's fashion icon. I don't give a fuck what Netflix deal she got. Her brand is just now starting to grow. She ain't got shit going on like that. So stop it. Candy said it wasn't easy to forgive and move on, but Todd was over it, so she felt like, okay, well, Todd over it, so I'll move on. But then Marlo apologized to Candy. She talking about Candy knows that she's not a nasty person, and I'm like, she knows you're a nasty person. She knows it. Stop it. And she said, I'm sorry for doing what I did to you in Jamaica. I'm sorry for making you upset, but I know I got to stop saying sorry and I got to put action to it. And then Candy was like, that would be nice. And then Marlo said, and I would do that. and then they sent the men away. Then they closed the reunion. Reunion fell flat. It was not a good reunion. Um, it was slightly better than last season's reunion, but I mean that's not saying a lot because last year's reunion was absolutely terrible. Normally, when Real Housewives of Atlanta season is not that great, the reunion makes up for it, as evident in season 10, as evident in season 11 and 12. But this season really wasn't that bad. It was actually good to me. I enjoyed this season. It was lighthearted on a drama. It wasn't so dark as it has been over the last couple of years, but I enjoyed this season. This reunion just wasn't given. The ladies were beautiful, some of them. As far as their dresses is concerned, no. But other than that, this reunion was very lackluster. I really couldn't. It fell flat to me. The first, it just felt like it was all about Marlo being apologetic and being fake and trying to keep her peach, and Andy trying to make people soften up to Marlo. Fuck Marlo. But my closing statements is the season was good. I don't mind everybody coming back. I know they's talking about bringing Portia back, so I don't mind her coming back into this group of girls. I don't mind her coming back. I don't mind them bringing back Monyetta as a friend, and I also don't mind them bringing back Shamia as a friend. We can have Shamia and Monyetta as the friends of the show. And you can just add Portia in and just have it as a have it as a seven housewives show. Because Potomac got seven housewives. Hell, New York has had 8. Let Atlanta have more than 6. We need more women. Period. So and also I'm gonna close this off by saying fuck Sheree and fuck Marlo. Sonya, I don't know. I'm not gonna necessarily say fuck Sonya. She, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, whatever. But love Kenya, love Candy, love Drew. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever video drops. Also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. Okay. And if you want me to follow you back on Instagram, because I do follow back on IG, be sure to hit me up with the hashtag message Scotty Gang, and I will definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Until tomorrow, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tremel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tremel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.